I did my project on bioethanol, the biofuel of the future. Bioethanol is an organic biofuel and more promising substitute for fossil fuels. The production consists of various unit operations that are designed to produce high purity ethanol from lignocellulosic biomass, which is a renewable resource that can support environmental sustainability. The raw material is obtained from agriculture residues. This is a low cost form of obtaining materials. The crops used to produce bioethanol are grown specifically for energy use. These crops include corn, maize and wheat crops, waste straw, willow and trees, reed canary grass, cord grasses, Jerusalem artichoke, and miscanthus and sorghum plants. These products are then used for their sugar, which is required to produce ethanol. The sugar is then taken through a fermentation process. The cultivation process is where appropriate land is selected for the crops used to create bioethanol are grown. After they have grown, they are harvested and either dried or processed immediately or stored for later use. The production of bioethanol has increased all over the world in the past 10 years through the expansion of new plants and the construction of new facilities. Bioethanol is produced from lignocellulosic biomass, which can be used as the biocatalyst for the fermentation process for ethanol production. After the fermentation process is finished, multiple separation steps must be taken in order to purify the ethanol. Bioethanol is widely available across the United States with 16.2 billion gallons produced in 2024. While it is widely available in the United States, other countries are still doing extensive research on it as they try to move away from fossil fuels. As of 2025, Japan has been doing research and started to move towards becoming dependent on bioethanol. Since bioethanol is an alcohol fuel made from lignocellulosic biomass, compared to fossil fuels, it will and has displaced it contributes little to no net CO2 to the Earth's environment. Furthermore, CO2 will be reduced as the plants and trees used to produce bioethanol require CO2 to thrive. So rather than producing CO2 emissions, bioethanol reduces CO2 emissions. In the economic sector of the world, bioethanol is proving to be quite successful, allowing for about 421,600 jobs to be available. The bioethanol industry has contributed nearly 57 billion to the US economy and helped the fuel industry better alleviate itself when issues about the displacement of crude oil and petroleum come to rear their heads. It's also important to the rural and agriculture economy as constant purchases of corn allow for its growth and cultivation to serve a bigger purpose than just filling grocery stores. There are many ways that bioethanol has been promoted to the public, such as promotional videos/photos, educational workshops, vehicle labeling, etc. These promotional ideas have contributed to raising awareness about bioethanol and its many pluses to the environment. From all the data I've gathered from this project, I'd say that bioethanol is leading to be a top candidate to slowly lower the amount of crude oil or petroleum we'd need to supply all fuel necessary aspects of our society. As technology continues to improve, we could also see a more efficient way to produce bioethanol and perhaps better the way it's used, allowing for it to be better than traditional fuel. I would certainly recommend looking into its potential applications and see how bioethanol as a fuel can be multi-purpose in the same way regular fuel is. If I was unimpeded by budgetary constraints, I'd promote for there to be further research into bioethanol production as to better the study as to study the best way to maximize production from corn and other biological sources, as well as create machines and engines that best use the chemical makeup of bioethanol to get the best reactions in the same way that regular fuel is maximized from machinery. Here are my resources. Thank you.